Hashtag no music, no intro. We are back. Thanks, Block Party Podcast. Good morning again. Adam, Wit, Ryan, aka Wolf. And if you didn't join us for our first episode this morning, we had our prospect of the week episode breaking down mostly Tyler Shuck.
If you know, you know.
Uh Patreon.com/Thanks Block Party, or where you can become a SVP Patreon starting at $1 a month, or you can become a YouTube member starting at $4.99 a month, where you will have access to that episode. The audio and HD video of that episode will be up later. But now we're having our regular episode of the Saints wrapped up OTAs on Thursday. And this upcoming week, they will have their mandatory mini camp. And so Thursday was the last open media, like the open practice for OTAs that was open to the media. So obviously, again, we are not there. We're not credentialed. We don't ever want to become credentialed, but kind of just gathering through reports. Seems like just kind of the highlights were Spencer Rattler in like the red zone had seems like he had a really good day just in the red zone. Alontae Taylor seemed like he flashed a lot. The theme I saw a lot from Thursday was the first time I heard. I mean, that at least the media got to. We didn't have access to other days. Seems like the defense kind of won the day, which was good to hear because we have not heard that
At all.
from the practices that the media has gotten to see. And mandatory minicaps coming up means 11 on 11, like full scrimmages and things like that. As these OTAs close, and there's not a whole bunch you could take away from OTAs, from the reports that has come out. What's kind of piqued your fancy? Like the big things piqued your fancy.
Well, I mean, nothing major. Obviously, the quarterback battle, which, kind of hard to call it a battle right now. It's more of just guys getting after it. It was interesting to hear, like, the defense do something this past week because they have done nothing.
Nothing.
It's like, damn, like, can we get a PBU? Something? Pass something? Damn. So it was nice to see that. And look, like, it's hard to really understand. Like, there's no pass rush. So, like, there's no tackling, no real hitting. It's two-hand touch. It's like, you take it all with a grain of salt. But it was nice to see that. I like seeing the participation. I know, Alvin Kamara ain't been there. He's working out in Colorado right now, I think. Taysom Hill hadn't been spotted. A couple of the vets kind of in and out, they depending on the day and stuff. But overall, I like the participation.
Good to
And
see.
it's good to see. And I like just, seeing Kellen Moore, looking at the video, seeing Kellen Moore in his zone, doing his thing. Off the field, kind of Trevor Penning talked to the media this week, and my man just beaming, bro. Like I've never seen Trevor Penning since he's been here just look that like just positive spirited, like you know what I'm saying, like. And maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it was I wasn't the only one to notice it. Like a lot of people noticed, like man, he just looked like positive. The way he talked positive about moving the guard. He expected to move the guard. Matter of fact, he was like, "What took y'all so long? Like, should have been done this." It's like, so he was a guy like that's really, really hoping to save his career because that's what he's got to do right now. This is a chance to save his career because if he could play guard and be like average to above average, you can get a bag, bro. Like you get paid. Like look at Mekhi Becton. Like just look at how he did his career just that quickly. So I'm rooting for him, bro. I'm hoping it works out for him. It looks like that's going to be the combination of the offensive line going into minicamp and preseason and all that stuff. So we'll see how that works out. Rattler continue to shine. Like Rattler not gonna let up, bro. He's just not gonna let up. The boy been focused since games ended last year, bro. Like he been focused. He ain't care whether it's Derek Carr coming back, whether y'all drafting somebody. He did not care. He said, "I'm coming in, like I'm gonna take this job," and that's what he's done so far. And he not letting up. He not taking their foot off their neck. He gonna make that decision hard
Hard,
for them. That's what his
hard.
goal is, and I love to see it. I love to see it. I like we just talked about on the Shuck episode. I want to see both of them successful. I want to see both of them play, but it's hard not to root for Spencer. Just him being in the situation that he was in last year. You know, him the situation in this year, getting a quarterback drafted, stuff like that. It's hard not to just like want to see him just getting there with the real starters and stuff like that, and just see how he's gonna do. It's hard not to just root for that. And he's had like just the right mentality the whole time, man. So we gonna see, bro. But Shuck ain't been no slump either, bro. But
No,
like Shuck is a rookie though. Like he's a rookie, so he's gonna be just a little step late, a little behind, but he's looked positive too. It's been fascinating, bro. I can't wait to mandatory minicamp to see who shows up. Make sure I want to see. I'm itching to find out about Taysom Hill. Like,
nothing. Just
what's
crickets,
up?
bro.
Like, what's up? What's going on? Like,
Crickets.
just crickets, bro. I'm just interested to see Alvin Kamara come back in the fold like he does every year around this time. It's gonna be interesting, man.
I the biggest thing from OTAs, from my perspective, you hit on it, was the pinning thing, like the shift to the guard, that move, and I think you hit on it also. He just looks refreshed. I can't understate, you know, when 2 years ago when he got benched, right? It wasn't even the fact that he got benched, right?
Right.
I even said it 2 years ago. So it wasn't that he got benched; it was how he got benched. When your head coach benches you, but doesn't even have the balls to bench you and have a conversation to bench you, say, "Hey, we're gonna sit you down," blah blah. He benches you through the media, like the fact that he actually has, like, he feels like he probably has a brand new start with his coaching staff. Like, he probably feels like the snake of the head coach that didn't have his back and was like out to get him is out. Like, everyone has had that, who's had a person like that they worked with as a boss, that, like, so for him, he probably, like, that is real. Like, that
Like a
glove is
weight
like,
off your shoulder.
it's
Like,
like,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh,
get
God.
that, get that, it's
DA was
gone.
DA was horrible. I don't remember the player it was. I want to. Was it Jawan Johnson? But it was an interview I was reading, and they were asking about like how you found out about Derek Carr retiring and all that stuff. And he was like, "Yeah, Kellen brought us in and
Yeah,
like told us
before.
like, yeah, like before it's going to like you be on the lookout. There's going to be some news coming out. Carr's retiring. Blah 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 blah." He was like, "Oh, that was pretty cool because usually we find out like after the news come out." I was just like, he's like, "That's how things was done before." I was like, "Ooh, like that's Da, bro." Like he was just such a shitty head coach. But anyway, it's like I'm rooting for Penny, bro. Like I hope not even for like the Saints' sake, but
For his
like
own
just for his own
mental,
sake. Like I'm
bruh.
rooting that it just works out for him. I just hope it works out for him because the dude ain't did nothing on purpose. He didn't like purposely try to be a bad. He's the one that got drafted. He didn't force the Saints to draft him, in the first round and stuff like that. And unfortunately, it just hadn't worked out up to this point at tackle. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna have a chance to, be a good player in this league if everything works out, man. So I'm just hoping it works out. I'm rooting for him.
Fingers crossed. Let me catch him on the check real quick. Mark Gapsky
Mark,
said, excited to watch Danny Stuntsman's this year. Who that?
I'll come around on those Stutzman, man. I'll come around.
Are you?
I mean, not from like football tape or nothing, but he seems like a like people like him. So I'm like, all right, I'm open. I'm open minded. I'm open minded to the Stutzman.
B Kroll, Penning looks more mature. Looks more mature. It's mauling season for Penning. Hope so. Val J, what's the chance of Kamara playing 15 plus games this year? Not high, I would say.
No.
So Mark brought up another question. Kendre Miller gonna have a huge year. Just need to stay healthy. Okay. So this came out. Okay, so this came out on Thursday, and I want to kind of put this to bed. So like the media saw like Kendre like wasn't working out or wasn't with like the twos, and Clyde Edwards-Helaire and Devin Neal was like with the twos, and like Kendre wasn't getting a lot of work, and kind of like I guess assumed that like he was like not the number 2 running back, and so I looked into it and I asked around. I was like, has he really fallen that far? And so what I was told is that the team in these OTAs have been rotating the running backs. And so what likely happened on Thursday is that day that the media saw is that could have been the day that Kendre just happened to be with like the 3s or the 4s, and that's probably why. So I think like we can kind of maybe like, I know everyone likes to pile on Kendre, like it's one of our favorite tropes, like admittedly, but I don't. Kendre has like I think he's still running back 2. It's not like he's running back 3 or 4 yet. So I think kind of like what came out of on Thursday, like I think it was a little premature because the team is rotating the running backs very heavily in these practices, and I think that's just what the media just saw and just kind of ran with it. But here's the annoying thing about Kendre. He's much more annoying than Foskey to me because he has a talent. Like you see it.
No question. No question, bro. Like this, it's much more annoying than Foskey. Like Foskey, just not a good player. We get it, okay? Saints made his mistake, but like every time Kendre gets on the field, it's like yes, bro. There it is. You are talented. You can do this. And then he's like off the field in 2 more snaps and never hear from him again. Or he's doing something dumb where the coach can't trust him or something like that. So it's like, oh my God, bro. Just pull it together, bro. Pull it together. Hopefully, year 3, does it register for him finally? Cause like, bro, like don't waste your potential, man. Like what's that old saying, bro? Your potential is gonna get me fired or whatever. Like you got to show it, man. And it's right there. Like the path is right there. Like you have Alvin Kamara and then a wide open gate for whoever wants to claim that running back 2 spot and be like the bell cow or whatever. It's right there. So all you got to do is take it and follow the coaching and learn the playbook and take care of your body and all that stuff and be a professional. And you got it. Devin Neal, we'll see. Edwards-Helaire, like he's a jag at this point, man. That was somebody that I liked coming out of college as a prospect, but he's a jag at this point. Might not even make the roster. But Kendre might not make the roster if he don't straighten up. You know what I'm saying? Like their teams are constantly looking for running backs. Come cut day and all that stuff, got running backs hit the market and stuff like that. Teams are constantly shuffling their running backs here and there. So like it's that's one of the big things that come out is like where this running back 2 is going to be, because Kendre got juice, bro. He got juice.
Like I'd be something that I would be interested. I would have to look at the Bucks depth chart. Like they kind of have their guy in Bucky Irvin, right? But Rashad White, kind of had those fumble issues.
Sure did.
But like once he kind of got those better, like he was a talented running back. Does he make the team? I don't know. Like running back, like there's so much talent around the league that come cut day, the running back 2 might not even be on the team right now.
Might not, bro. Like that's literally how we've seen this play out before. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, bro. Like I'm interested to see how that plays out because it makes it unfortunate because this is a team in dire need of juice, and you got juice right there, like a nice. You ever seen like a cold bottle of like iced tea or something like that
Mm,
on a hot day? It's like,
mm.
like imagine it's right there and you just can't get to it. You know what I'm saying? It's right there. Like that's Kendre right now. He's right there, bro. Juicy running back right there, and he just won't like he won't release the potential. So maybe he will. Maybe this year he finally gets healthy. We'll see.
QE said, I see Peyton and the Broncos using Ingram in a Joker type role on offense. Someone split out at wide receiver. Do y'all see more doing the same with Jawan Johnson? Yeah.
I have noticed, like looking at OTA clips, and there's some clips like that come out from like the actual media, like the local news and stuff. I've noticed a lot of screen game and a lot of Juwan Johnson tight end screens. It's like, okay, okay, we'll see. But it looked like the screen game coming back, so hopefully it works. But
Okay.
Juwan
All right.
Johnson on screens, all right.
All right.
Look,
Okay.
he's a good athlete for a tight end, man, but
He is.
he's never put it all together. That's it's consistency with him. Like it's not ability with him. It's like
No.
consistency. We've seen Juwan Johnson look lost, and we've seen the what I call Juwan Johnson time. Those last 4 games of the season. It's time, baby. Let's go.
Let's get ready. Uh, let's get ready. Um, anything going into mandatory minicamp next week that you it happens every time we record in the
I
morning
know. I know.
that you are hoping to see from the team.
Um, I guess like, can we hear more? I don't know. I would like to hear more about some of these other weapons, quote unquote weapons. Whether there's Bub memes, whether there's some of the undrafted guy, Marcus Yarns and Chris Tyree and Mason Tipton, and I guess I want to I want to hear more about them because, bro, the don't get me wrong, like theoretically Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, and Brandon Cooks, that's a nice three. That's a nice three wide receiver. But man,
Wayne said, "What other weapons, Wolf?"
exactly. like
Like, I know what mine is. I want the Keenan Allen signing to be done next week. That's what mine is.
you would think
Like,
it'd been happened by now, right? Jesus.
can we stop? Can we stop messing? Like, can we stop messing around? Like, could we stop messing around? Like, just get it done. Just
Just get it done, man.
like the Derek Carr retirement process.
Paperwork is in.
It's in. It's in. Just, just, just get someone in the building.
And also, can we get a moratorium on all things Carr? Like
Please.
I finally blocked him. I blocked his name. I muted his name on X. I don't want to hear anything. I know he's trying to redo his reputation right now. I don't care anymore. Out of my life forever. If it's not impacting the Saints like actual on the field, I don't want to hear about him anymore.
Don't care.
No more. Don't care.
I do not care. I don't care. I just going into you want to be Joel Osteen. Just going into yes, that three, right? Olave, Shaheed, Cooks, in theory is good, but man, bro, I don't know, bro. I don't know.
I can't get over it, man. Like every time I analyze this team and I analyze the league, I'm like, I can't believe you decided to go into the season like this. Can't believe it. And I love Chris Olave, love Shaheed. And on top of that, like we were talking about on the Discord a couple of days ago, Chris Olave going into his 4th year, got his 5th year option next year. Rashid Shaheed, he's a contract year for Rashid. You know, like so it's like you're not even solidified long term. It's just the fact that they moved like that this off season. It's just so weird. And we know they tried to get like Cooper Cup and stuff like that, but
we know. And they tried to get Cooper Cup. They tried to they were poised to draft Isaac Tesla at 70, and the Lions sniped them. So they wanted
info. Somebody snitching it, man. Somebody snitching. Rams, the Rams and the Lions, knowing how the Saints moving, bro. Who's snitching? Who is the mole? Who is the little finger?
Not me. Not me. I will say this is going to be fascinating, and the Saints want to keep Chris Olave. They have no intentions of trading him, but I will put this out in the podcast because I've heard this from my friend. I do get the sense that from now until leading up to like the start of the season, they're like the Saints are going to get a full court press from teams on Chris Olave. Like they're like that press is going to come hard, and if there's a team that offers them like a very good trade package, and that's the thing is like I don't know what is considered a very good trade package. To me, a very good trade package would be a team that is just willing to offer a very low first round pick. If a team is stepping that hard for Chris Olave, to me, like I think the Saints would absolutely consider it. They have no intentions of trading him. They want to keep him. They want to sign him long term. Like he's been healthy. Chris Olave doesn't want to get traded. And the Saints don't have anyone to pay because they haven't drafted well. They haven't drafted well.
So they don't even have like he's one of the only young players with some promise, like the only one. So, I hate even thinking about it. Bro.
It makes no sense.
I can understand it. Like I get it from like a business standpoint. Teams are absolutely going to call. I mean, it's just they already called it. Like, it's like it makes sense. He's going into the final year of his contract. He's on a 5th year option. You know, he's a good wide receiver. Like he's a good wide receiver.
If the Chiefs or how we call, bro.
Oh my God! Hang it up. Like don't answer. Don't even answer it. Ignore. I don't even want to know.
Let's Snead call, bro.
No.
Puka, Devontae, and Chris Olave, bro.
No.
I would cancel the Rams Saints West Coast meetup, nigga.
Oh Lord.
Would cancel it, Ryan.
No way.
Cancel it.
No way.
Because that's the type of trade where I could see Mickey being like, 30, 31, 32.
It'll get interesting to me, like the same, because I think the trade deadline got moved back. I think it's November 4th. Mm-hmm. Interesting to me if like the Saints start 0-6, 1-5. Neither quarterback looking really good. It's just looking like a bad season.
Chris might most be good as going. They start like 0-5.
Chris looking around like, man, I want out of here. That it gets interesting because it's like, okay, now we looking at trying to secure the future.
But then it's dumb because if you 0-5, 0-6, then you looking at potentially drafting Sellers #1 overall. Like you would want Chris Olave for the next quarterback that's coming in because
that's the type of trades I hate where, you trade a player just like even though like I completely fine with trading Lattimore, But it's like now we're looking for cornerbacks. It's like I hate trades like that. Like trades make sense when you have too many assets. Okay, I got too many pass rushers. I got too many cornerbacks, too many wide receivers. Sure, let's trade one. But when you need you barely have wide receivers now, you gonna trade your best one just to go out and draft another one and hope maybe you get a player just as good. Oh my God, it just seems like hustling backwards, man.
Everyone said, or what did Mia say? Are we not pursuing Trey Hendrickson? The Bengals are not taking calls on Trey Hendrickson.
Bengals, it's just not a role. Like
the Bengals, I was told the Bengals have had several very good trade packages offered to them for Trey Hendrickson.
Of course,
they phone on do not disturb.
They probably on a vacation somewhere. It's like we're not even hearing y'all. What are y'all talking about?
Has your feelings changed at all about, I don't know, maybe from the draft till now, maybe kind of like going into this upcoming season for the Saints?
Not really. Not really. My feeling has remained the same. Like this team has a range of 2 to 7 wins in them.
7? Oh boy, they won.
Well, seven is like everything works out. Wide receivers are healthy. Rattler, Osha, play out of their minds. Offensive line is perfection. Defense is much better than we expected. That's Kelly Moore cooking off. Bro, everything works out. It's 7 wins.
They get 7 wins. The Kelly Moore might get an extension, bro.
That's what I'm saying. And with all those things probably won't work out. Maybe some of them will, but not all of them. So my opinion is kind of the same. I'm just more excited about the season.
Yeah,
I'm actually excited about the season. What I'm saying? Where last couple of years has just been let's get this over with. Let's get this season out the way. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited. I'm excited to see how the quarterback position play out. I'm excited to see how Kellen Moore is. I'm excited to see, what Brandon Staley can get out this defense. If anything, I'm excited to see, the rookie class, how they do. There's so many, the potential of 2026, how they perform this year leads into 2026 and the decisions that have to be made. I'm excited, bro. That's what I'm just looking forward to seeing how it plays out.
It's gonna be an extremely fascinating season because it truly is could be a season where if it all doesn't go well, and I know this is said a lot, but this feels like the first time where truly wholesale changes could be made. Not so much, but maybe this may be Mickey Loomis's last stand.
You think Mickey has a chance to get brought to the back shed?
If they won 2 or 3 games this season, I think so. Only 2 or 3 games, I think so. I do. So I want to ask Hollywood AK asks, who do y'all have winning the quarterback competition so far? It's such a tough question to answer.
It's so tough, man. I really don't know, man. I don't know. But we talked about it on the Discord. It would add a feather. I would feel a little better about Kellen. Say if Spencer Rattler started week 1, if he gave Spencer, if Spencer showed that he's earning the starting quarterback job over the preseason and he's giving it, I would feel good about Kellen. Okay, at least he's able to tell, like you said, he's able to tell Mickey fuck off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm gonna do what's right. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, I still want to see Shep at some point. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see how he does. So I don't know, bro. I really don't know who's going to be starting week 1. I know both. I have a good feeling that both will play this year.
Yes.
It's some kind of combination. I don't know how, but
Right.
they both will get some kind of action.
Right. Val J said, "So are we absolutely sure Shaheed is a good wide receiver?"
Hmm? I'm pretty sure he's a good wide receiver. Like, no, he's not a wide receiver one. He's not going to
Right.
catch 95 balls of the season, but he does thing. He brings a dimension that every team wants. All 32 teams want that dimension.
I think maybe the word that may be missing in that sentence is like maybe like a complete wide receiver.
Oh no, he's not complete.
No, yeah, no. I, I, in our Discord, I said he reminds me of a poor man's T.Y. Hilton.
I can see that. And that's a
But
good wide receiver.
yeah,
He had a good career.
like T.Y. like at his peak like was art like probably like you could see like he was like a wide receiver one like in his like at his peak in his prime he was like a wide receiver one for sure, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
J Survivor. I think teams that have great spacing in their route concepts in the short game will give us problems. Ooh, that's a great point.
Ooh, okay, you cooking. Who was that?
J Survivor.
All right, Jay Survivor. Talking that talk. I don't
Yes.
know. I don't know what to expect out the defense. Like schematically, you can look at the history of Brandon Staley. He has such a short resume. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he one season as a defensive, like as an only defensive coordinator. He had a couple years as like a DC/head coach. Then he had a year with San Francisco where he wasn't really the DC, but he was kind of like consulting and stuff. So I don't know what to expect, man. Like Alontae Taylor at the star position, Carl Granderson and Chase Young playing outside linebackers. And they've all the coaches have said, like, look, these guys are going to rush the passer. They're not going to be out in coverage and nothing like that, outside of a few wrinkles here and there. I'm like, yeah, I hope so. Because,
Big shout out to our dude Chris with a $50 super chat.
Chris,
Chris, much love, brother. Sincerely. We appreciate you. We love you for all the support. As
seriously.
always. Before I forget, let's hear from our sponsor at Underdog. We'll come back and wrap up.
This episode is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy, one of the best places to make picks during the basketball playoffs. Underdog is one of the top sports apps out there. And the best part, you can play right now in your state. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. The only question is, will you be next? Playing on Underdog is a total layup. Just download the app and make your picks, higher or lower on stats like points, assists, and more. Once you pick, feel good, you can play with as little as $1, and if you get them all right, you can win up to 1,000 times your money. This week, I'm looking at taking Tyrese Halliburton higher than 20 points in Game 1 versus OKC. Download the Underdog app and sign up with the promo code BLOCKPARTY to unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. That's promo code BLOCKPARTY. Must be 18 years older, 19 years or older in Alabama or Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado in some games, 21 plus in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT STEP to 53342. In New York, call 24/7 Hope line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
We're back. As we get ready to wrap this up, I think you hit on the point. It's just how just exciting like this season is, just like looking going into the season is overall. Mark asks Wolf and Adam off topic favorite pole bowl spot in New Orleans. Shit, where did we do the day 2 of the draft where we saw Kool-Aid getting drafted last year?
Oh,
Cooter, was that Cooter?
Cooter Browns.
Cooter Browns.
Yeah, over on Carrollton.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like me a good Gator pull boy.
Oh yeah, yeah, the Decatur po' boy. They had a good. I think I got a hot sausage po' boy over there. It was really good, bro. That's a hard question because like you can get into like, do you want like a nice glamorous po' boy? Parkway, you can't go wrong with Parkway. They have like great roast beef po' boys, great shrimp po' boys. They have like a surf and turf, which is like roast beef and shrimp. So good. I like good old corner store po' boys. Banks Meat Market. There's pretty much any corner store you can go find like a decent like po' boy. But yeah, check them out. Shortstop in Metairie, they're good. But yeah, Parkway. If you're in New Orleans, like just go check out Parkway. Can't go wrong.
Can real quick for our meetup? So our meetup, we're doing our meetup for the Patriots game. You have to be a Patreon or a YouTube member to be a part of the meetup. We have 46 people RSVP'd for the meetup.
For now, it's gonna be more. We hitting 60, baby. We hitting 60.
You say 6-0?
Hitting 60 this year, bro.
So, patreon.com/Slinks Bark Party, literally $1 a month. Or if you're on YouTube right now, all you gotta do is become a YouTube member, $4.99 a month, to be a part of our meetup in October. Be a part of this amazing community. We're all gonna be together. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a movie. Let me see what Jay Survivor talking. This man breaking down football early this morning. Yeah. He said, "I think we're gonna see Kellen's scheme in action to be able to tell what players will be the most valuable to retain moving forward. Just not enough info right now. Excited to see how innovative he is."
Yeah, man. I agree. I agree. I can't wait to see how innovative he is. Can't wait to see.
And we probably won't see a lot in preseason. I did get me and Jay's tickets to see the Chargers game, Saints Chargers, week 1 of preseason, right up close. I want to see it. So I'll do some live reporting, my observations up close and everything. So it's just, this is like, I don't really count, like it was different, but it really wasn't different. The Dennis Allen era of the Saints, honestly, like it was different because he was a dumbass and just didn't know how to run a team. But this is truly like a different era of Saints from Sean Payton, and so everything is new, and so that's what makes it exciting. And you also have the quarterback factors where that's new. So
man, it's completely different. Like
Mark's asking where the Patriots meetup going to be. That's for only people who are Patreons and YouTube members only, sir. You got to be.
What are you doing, Mark?
Hit that link, sir.
What you doing, bro?
You ain't giving that away for free on the live stream.
Hell no.
Louisiana said Brandon Staley too. I really want to hear from him in the coming weeks and what he thinks about the defense. I already know if you gave Brandon Staley some truth for him. This nigga already stressed, bro. I seen Brandon Staley talk once this offseason. That man looked like
like, God damn. Like I had Aaron Donald. I had
Jalen Ramsey.
I had, oh my God, Derwin James. I got a third Alontae and a Derwin James.
Joey Bosa. Khalil Mack.
They're like, here's Chase Young. Enjoy. Make it. Good luck. But like I said, bro, like I feel like, okay, it's not gonna be a great defense. We know that. But if he could get this defense to, another shout out to Boot Crew Media. They did a breakdown recently. A boy Jay, I forgot his name, at J Day something.
Jay Dat.
Shout out to Jay Dat. He did a breakdown.
Jaden Dat. Sorry.
Did a breakdown of like the Saints D line. or the overall defense, like the front seven. Just some games from last year. And one thing, if they could just improve on tackling, on like some of the fundamental things, they were so just out of sorts last year.
Oh boy.
Screw the talent. Like the talent, okay, we know the talent where the talent's at, but like just not doing the things you're supposed to do, your assignments, and if they could just get coached up to do that, you know what I'm saying? Well, I call it like a sweat equity defense. Just playing hard, being where you're supposed to be, tackling well. That right there gets you like middle of the pack, even if your talent
Yep.
ain't all that. Like that'll bring you to the middle of the pack. So if he could do that, like just show me that, bro. Like that'll show me something. I don't
Wayne
know.
said Wayne said seeing that shit had me wanting Saunders cut right now.
Please get that twerking ass motherfucker out of here, bro. Out of here.
And so the Saints brought in, so they didn't sign him. They brought in Jonathan Bullard, former Vikings, for a visit,
Oh yeah.
who has been very like stout in terms of like run defense, one of the best like run defenders on the interior defensive line for seasons. And they haven't signed him to a deal yet, but we'll see what happens if they sign him or not. But if they do sign him, there has been a very concerned effort, or this offseason, trading for Gottschalk, potentially adding Bullard and fixing the run defense. Don't know if they're going to sign him or not. And they drafted Vernon Brogdon in the third round of the draft. They know that fixing that run defense is a huge area that they need to fix.
Crucial, bro.
So
Justin, adding Justin Reed
yep,
this offseason is huge. Because even though he could play all over, like go back and watch the Super Bowl, bro. Like even though the Chiefs got blown out, he was on Saquon Barkley ass, bro. He was
bruh.
flying up there, bop, bop. So he's a force in the run game, bro. So
He is.
we'll
He
see,
is.
bro. They want to fix that running game. So man, if you could be a defense that's like good against the run and like okay against the pass and just kind of tackle well and stuff like that, I'll take it, bro. I'll take it.
And Alontae, when he is in the slot and he plays closer to the line of scrimmage, not on the outside, he can also be helpful in run defense.
He can.
When he's making the bruh. Kevin, when he saw Alontae compare himself to fucking Russell Westbrook, bruh, I was like, it makes so much sense, bruh. It's so much sense. But it was good to hear Alontae had a really good day of practice on Thursday.
And he does that. I remember last year, bro. He was on Chris Olave ass last year in camp, bro. It's like he does that sometimes. He has the talent to do that, but he just has to
That's
put it all
consistency,
together,
bro.
Yeah,
It's a
consistency, man.
We shall see. Next week's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun to see. Mandatory minicamp. I know a lot of our peeps have some tickets. Nat's going to be there. Our dude Mark's going to be there. I know some other people are probably going to pull up and go. Okay, hey, shout out Mark. Mark just became a Patreon. So the link to RSVP for the meetup is on the Patreon site. So you'll get the details are all there. So we'll for sure be back next week talking about minicamp, breaking down minicamp, and doing all the fun stuff that comes with the off season, man. Like it's off season time. Also, can I just say I'm so glad that Aaron Rodgers shit is just done over with, bro. Like I'm just
thank goodness. Tired of hearing about that.
Tired of it, bro. Anyway, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. We'll be back next week talking Saints mini camp. Maybe we'll compile some thoughts from our community who are actually boots on the ground at mini camp to get their impressions and talk about it. So
that'd be our correspondence.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. We'll be back next week talking about Saints mini camp. With that, we are out.
Peace.